Hey everybody, it's Russell Coinsncoffee, and today bringing y'all another nickel box hunt. I was able to get a whole box of circulated nickels, and what I do is I keep an empty nickel box around because the one that I had, the nickels were all laying on the side. So I took them all out so I could check the enders. To see if there was anything going on with that, and there wasn't, but also to put all of them into this box so we can see all of them and keep track of which roll that we are on. And so with nickels, we're going to be looking for all the early Jeffersons from the 30s, 40s, and 50s. It's been a little while since we've had any Silver War nickels or Buffalo nickels, and also be looking for kind of errors, proofs, foreigns, or any semi or key dates. Alright, y'all, wish us luck with this hunt, and I'll bring you in on the first find. And we have our first find on roll number 5. Last year, Jefferson from the 50s, 1959 from the Denver Mint. And on the very next roll, number 6, we have another 1959 Denver. And a 2009 from Denver as well. Now, I like to save all my 2009s, and it was a low mint year due to the 2008 recession. Now, let me just pull up some numbers for you, just to show what I mean by low year, because we can't really call it a key date, or even rather semi-key date, but there is something that should bear attention. So in 2009, the Philadelphia Mint had just over 39 million nickels minted, and the Denver over 46 million. Let's compare that to the years before, when it's in the hundreds of millions, and years after, the hundreds of millions. So while these mint numbers aren't as low as other key dates, still, I like to collect them because further down the road, these might hold some sort of value. So it's a little fun to speculate on. And on the 10th roll, at the end of the roll, we have our first nickel from the 40s, 1940 from San Francisco. All right, well, it's been a couple of boxes, and we're on roll 15. Well, we finally got our first silver since then. It was really slick when I first saw it, so I knew we had an older one, but let's put it under the scope, because it is slick. So we can see a San Francisco mark right on the top, and man, you can see Monticello is just obliterated. Let's check the year. 1943. All right. We've got silver on the board. We got some back-to-back roll action again, and on roll number 16, we have 2 nickels from the 50s. Let's see, we have a 1951 from Philadelphia. And we have 1954. Ooh, we do have a mint mark. Let's see if it's the San Francisco. Nope, it's Denver. So if it was San Francisco, we could check for the S over the D. But this puts us 4 nickels from the 50s, and we do have 2 from the 40s, including some good 35% silver. Roll number 18, another nickel from the 50s. Let's see, we have 1952. And, ooh, it's got some scuff marks. Let's see if we can make out a mint mark. All right, 1952 Denver. And got another one that's pretty slick on the back. Let's see what we have. Okay, 1940 And I don't believe I see a mint mark. No. So, another 1940. So that puts us 5 on the 50s and 3 from the 40s. There are times when I wish that I could open up rolls live just so you can kind of see the first things as I see it. And I promise you, I am not making this up. I do not stuff the rolls. But on 19, I'm going through. And when I open up the roll, I see a darker coin right here. I don't usually think too much of it. When you see darker coins on the rolls, you figure, probably just a dirty old coin, or it could be like tarnished silver coin or older coin. But as I'm thumbing through, we have another Liberty nickel. That is back-to-back Liberty nickels on these two box hunts. And it's a 1905. And not in terrible condition. There's still some decent detail left on it. It has toning in the field, which is fine. And we can't make out Liberty on right here would say Liberty, so that's worn down too. But we look on the back and we can still make out the wreath, the cents, the 5, and let me take a quick look. And let's see, because I know I had the 1906 that we pulled in the last box. But I don't have the 1905 yet. But now we do. How about that? So we've got silver. We've got a Liberty nickel. I think we got the makings of an excellent nickel box hunt right here. Almost halfway through the box on roll 23. We have our fourth one from the 40s, 1941 from Philadelphia. On roll 25, we have another from the 50s, and this one kind of tripped me up for a minute. It is a 1959. At first I thought it was 1950, which I don't have yet, but you can see the bottom part of the notch is just simply worn away, and so it is a 1959 from Denver. And in the last roll, it's not a blank planchet. It's something that someone tried to grind and sand down. And this is the box that just keeps on giving. Roll 27. We have 2 more from the 40s. Let's see. First one is just a 1940 from Philadelphia. And the second is a 1948, the San Francisco Mint mark. So this is a key date. Only 11 million where nickels were minted in 1948 at the San Francisco Mint. So we have Liberty nickel, a war nickel, and a semi-key date. Roll number 30. We have another toned up nickel, 1951. Let's see if we got a mint mark. If we can get a San Francisco, that'll be another semi-key date. Oh, we do have a mint mark, but it is a Denver. And also found 2 more 2009s. And I think I see another older one peeking its head out of this roll. Let's see. It's a 1965. Yeah, I don't set aside any from the 60s. So on to roll 39. Another from the 50s. 1959. See, do we have a mint mark? Looks like a Denver. It is 1959 from Denver. Roll 42. We have another one from the 50s, 1953 from Philadelphia. Getting towards the end, roll 44, and I just unwrapped the roll, and you can see all the different colors that it's offering. So I figured let's just go ahead and look through each of the ones that stick out. Let's say 1972, nothing. Uh, 1964, nothing. Let's see. Okay, 1940. And doesn't look like a mint mark. No, so 1940. And let's check this one. Yeah, 2014. So it just goes to show you, you can kind of look by the edges, but it's not always going to be indicative of an older find. We're on the very last roll of the box, and we have another one from the 40s. 1941, and with a Denver mint mark. And since this is the last roll, let's just go through it together. Let's see if there is anything else. Ah, 1955. Please, can we get it without a mint mark? We need a 1955 Philadelphia. Only 7.8 billion minted that year. Would be another semi-key date, and one that I don't have in the album. Alright, let's see. Nope. Mint mark from Denver. Oh well, just got to keep searching for that one. Let's see what else. Nope, nothing else left in this roll. So let's go ahead and recap the box. This was a fantastic nickel box hunt, super fun to hunt, and can't believe we got back-to-back Liberty nickels. 1905 and one that I didn't have, so that's awesome to add. We also have a 1943 San Francisco 35% silver nickel, and 1948 San Francisco semi-key date. We ended up getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 from the 50s, and then another 8 total from the 40s. Over here, we have 3 2009s, and here's some nicer ones from the 80s and a really nice 1968 San Francisco that might upgrade the album. And these are the Journey Westward nickels, and I always just keep really nice specimens of these that I find. I always enjoy the images on there. And I don't know, I guess we'll keep this. It was done after the mint, but it's an oddity. And that's what you collect. You know, you collect odd things. Alright everybody, this has been Ross with Coins and Coffee. Thank you so much for watching this nickel box hunt. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I'll catch you next time.